Creative Triad TV.
The Quiet Castle. In the faraway land of Whisperwind, Princess Lyra lived in a tall gray castle that touched the clouds. Its walls were so high they hid the sky, and inside, everything was quiet. Too quiet. Her parents, the king and queen, were always afraid. "Never go outside, Lyra," her mother whispered as she closed the curtains tight. "And whatever you do, don't sing. The monsters in the wild woods have big ears." But Lyra loved to sing. She kept her voice locked away, dreaming of bright birds and soft squirrels she had only seen in books. One day, while sketching a flower by her window, she heard a strange sound coming from the cold castle wall. Thump, 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 thump. It wasn't a roar. It wasn't a boom. It was curious. Lyra's heart fluttered. "A monster that goes thump, thump?" she whispered. Her curiosity sparkled brighter than her fear. The Great Escape. That night, under the soft silver moon, Lyra tied her velvet curtain rope to the window and climbed down the tower wall. Her slippers touched grass for the very first time. She held her breath, waiting for a roar. But there was only silence. The wild woods were beautiful tall green trees and glowing flowers, but no sound filled the air. Even the birds sat frozen, their beaks closed. The wind refused to blow. Lyra frowned. "Why is everything so quiet?" Just then, a little ruffled owl dropped from a branch and landed beside her. He looked cross. "Whew! I can't even hoot," he stammered. "It's the silent barrier. It sucks the sound right out of the air." Lyra knelt beside him. "A silent barrier?" The owl nodded. "Your parents built it long ago to keep you safe, but it trapped every voice, every song, every whisper of joy. The barrier is powered by the crystal of quiet at the heart of the woods. If we don't break it soon, the silence will last forever." The Song of Freedom. Lyra and her new friend, Hoot, hurried through the silent forest. No leaves rustled, no twigs snapped beneath their feet. The stillness felt heavy, like a dream that forgot to breathe. At last, they reached a clearing bathed in pale light. Floating in the center was a giant crystal, clear as glass and shining softly, the crystal of quiet. Lyra stared in awe. "How do we break it?" Hoot's feathers puffed. "The old stories say it can only be shattered by a sound of pure joy, a sound of freedom." Lyra closed her eyes. Joy? Freedom? She thought of all the years she had spent locked away, of the songs she had swallowed, the laughter she had hidden. Her voice was the only free thing she had ever owned. Taking a deep breath, Lyra lifted her head and sang. Her voice poured out bright and brave, like sunlight breaking through clouds. The air shimmered with color. Pink, gold, and turquoise notes danced around her. Crack! The crystal of quiet split apart, bursting into 1,000 shining shards that faded into the sky. The return of joy. At once, the world exhaled. Birds chirped and whistled in joy. The wind twirled through the trees, laughing as it went. And Hoot, oh Hoot, let out the loudest, happiest hoot anyone had ever heard. Lyra's eyes sparkled. "We did it!" she cried. When she returned to castle, her parents ran to her in fear. But instead of danger, they saw their daughter glowing with courage and song. "The woods aren't full of monsters," Lyra said softly. "They were just lonely. The real danger was the silence we built." The king and queen looked out beyond the walls and listened to the forest singing again. At last, they understood. They ordered the walls torn down. From that day on, Princess Lyra never whispered again. She sang every morning, her song of freedom echoing through the bright, living woods. And wherever her voice reached, joy bloomed once more. The end.
Creative Triad TV.